of the beautiful ribbons from the early days. It was decided to be standardised over many years. So since 1869, and quite possibly before, that the Royal Agricultural Society has been awarding ribbons. That year, a notice was printed in the horse catalogue standardising the colours. Those days, it was red for first and blue for second, as it still is today in New Zealand and the UK. The first ribbons awarded at the show were made of fine silk, but over time, these fragile silk ribbons were replaced with more durable fibres. On the ring these days, you'll find ribbons and rosettes made of both satin and felt. And while no 19th century ribbons have been recovered, example of the old ribbons dating back to 1901 can be found up in the RAS Heritage area. Well done, Rivalry. Congratulations, Adam. Great show you're having again here. So, Soph, just before we took that result, we were talking about the Young Farmers Challenge, but tell me, where are you these days? Where are you based and what are you doing?
So I'm currently based in Tamworth, which is in northern New South Wales. I work for a marketing and communications agency called C7, and we specialise in rural and regional businesses and, yeah, what we do.
Beautiful job. Now, tell me, what's your fascination or your connection? Everyone has a connection with the show. What's your connection to here?
Ooh, my connection to Sydney. I feel like it's a bit of a long-winded story when people ask me that question, Tim.
I've got 35 minutes, 36 minutes till the grand parade. Let's go. If you can fill 36 minutes, you'll get a prize.
Oh, we'll see how we go. My connection to the Sydney show probably started with my involvement at the Ekka, the Brisbane Royal Show. I was nannying for a family up in Cape York, and they knew that I was looking to go to the Ekka and spend the week there and have a bit of a look around. And the mother of the family that I was nannying for, she had a connection in the stewarding team in the horse section. So I went along to the Ekka, met some wonderful people, met yourself, met the lovely Lindsay Douglas as well. And
What
I guess
year was
that was it was a little while ago now.
Yeah. I started there in 08. I did 08 to 2018, 11 years. But, yeah, I remember. So you were nannying in the Cape York?
Yes, I was.
What an interesting experience.
It was brilliant. I loved it. Great country up there.
Tough, though?
A really tough country, yep.
So you went to Ekka?
Yes, so I went to Ekka, met some wonderful people, and I guess, yeah, that's probably where it all started. And then a few years later, I guess yourself and Lindsay, you put out a call on the wonderful thing we like to call social media, looking for a producer here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And, well, I guess the rest is history. I've been here for the last few years.
What have you done? I think this third show, 4 years?
Yes, I think so.
Isn't that crazy? We missed a year in there. Now, tell me, I also hear that occasionally you're getting on the microphone at some ag shows these days.
Yes, I have been getting on the microphone at a few local ag shows, which has been good fun.
We're always looking for more announcers. So how far will you travel to go commentate?
Well, I do have a show lined up in a couple of weeks' time down at Orange. So I think that's about a 4 or 5 hour drive. So I guess that's my new radius.
New radius. It just keeps growing as you get more and more opportunity. And you were competing here this week. First time?
Not the first time competing, but it had been a little while since I'd been in the main ring here. It was really fantastic to be back here riding at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. It's always a fantastic experience to come and to just be amongst it. It's a wonderful atmosphere out there, so it was wonderful.
There's something about riding out through that tunnel, isn't there? You cross the road and you think, I'm in the big time here.
Absolutely. Out of all of the shows that we ride at, all of the competitors, Sydney Royal is certainly the biggest of all of the show horse events. So when you step out onto that main ring, you know that you're in good company and, you know, you're there to have a great time.
Do you still go back to Ekka and Stewart?
I do, yes. I've locked in my stewarding days this year for the ECA, which will be in August. So I'm really looking forward. We've had 2 years without a show up there
Yeah,
due to
I know.
COVID.
I know. Well, it seems crazy for us here because we actually snuck the show in last year and it was looking great. And then Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide all missed out. I think Darwin and Perth. So, yeah, it's crazy to think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I remember having quite a few phone calls back and forward with one of the councillors seeing if I could get there, but unfortunately Tamworth wasn't in the border bubble as the border restrictions had already been put in place. But yeah, unfortunately, like you said, quite a number of our royal shows were postponed last year.
Lindsay Douglas jumped on a plane and actually went up there before the border shut just in case the show went ahead, and then I think she just had a 3-month holiday in Queensland after that. It looked wonderful.
I would certainly put my name down for a 3-month holiday in Queensland.
Hey, tell me, what's your favourite section to watch at the show?
My favourite section?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to say the horses. The showing.
Is there a specific class or a specific, is it the saddle ponies or the Galloways or the hacks? What one really draws your attention?
It would have to be the hacks and the thoroughbred classes. They're magnificent animals.
Beautiful to see some lovely horses out yesterday in the Pope and the Crane, 2 thoroughbred classes. Of course, it's going to be tough. The champion, Warren Cole's got himself a lovely lineup of horses for Monday afternoon.
He certainly has picked himself a great lineup for that champion hack class. It'll be great to watch it.
Well, thank you so much for your help. Well done today. Oh, we didn't talk who won the Nationals. We better actually mention that. I don't want to because I know the answer, but we better.
We had better mention who won the National Young Farmers Challenge final. And the winner this year was actually Queensland. They had a rip-roaring run, and well done to the Queensland team.
And where do they come from?
They come from the Darling Downs.
Now, tell those in the crowd, where is the Darling Downs? Just out west of Toowoomba?
Out west of Toowoomba, a few hours north of the Queensland border.
Yeah, north of New South Wales, Queensland border. And they say the Darling Downs is the food bowl of Australia, some of the most productive country in the country. So good to see they're winning our Young Farmers Challenge. Who were the team members?
The team members were Michaela, Josh, Sarah and Lawrence.
Well done, Team Queensland, national winners of the 2022 National Young Farmer Challenge. And so thank you from all of us, from myself, from Jake and Lindsay. You really do make a huge difference. We know the days when Soph not here because there's paper everywhere. We're stressing, we're disorganised. Soph comes in, it's like a calmness in the box. So thank you for all your efforts and taking time off work.
My pleasure. I love coming to the show and absolutely love helping you out up here in the broadcast box.
And if any country show is looking for an announcer, I could not recommend her enough. Give Soph a call. We can put you in contact. Get in contact with Linz and myself. We'd more than happy recommend Soph because she's doing a wonderful job. So thank you, Sophie, and thanks for all your help.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Sophie Wood, our producer in the box, but also co-commentator with Justin Matthews of the Young Farmer Challenge, both state and national final hosted here this year at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Well, the next of our classes is currently working out. This is class number 540 over there in front of the Sinclair stand. And there's history in the names. The names of all the stands have actually come from the other ground, from Moore Park. And the Sinclair stand was named after Councillor, the Honourable Sir Colin Archibald Sinclair, and practiced law here in Sydney before moving on to the land at Collinbry with his father and brothers, and he established an extensive business in wool and fat land production. He was councillor from 1935 to 1944 and RAS president from 1944 to 54. As president of the Society, he re-established normal activities at the end of the war. In 1947, the show was unprecedented success, with over 1.2 million visitors coming to the first show after World War II. Pretty impressive when the population of Sydney was only 1.45 million. And Councillor Sinclair strove to create close relationships with a variety of rural organisations and to ensure council representation at a breadth of experience and expertise. And that's the Sinclair stand. That's who that's named after. Every one of our stands is named after various councillors, vice presidents and or presidents. And wonderful to have all of these beautiful stands with their names and all the history that comes with 200 years of the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Well, Jake Smith, not far away, will have the result of a very special class over the far side of the arena.
We certainly will, Tim Dreverman. This is for special class number 540, the best novice pony hack under 14 hands. And of course, coming up here this afternoon in around approximately 20 minutes time, we will have our grand parade.
We certainly will. Now, tell me, how do I get into a best novice? How did I qualify? These horses, each of them having won their novice class. So they win their novice, they come through to the best novice. Result coming in, we'll have it for you shortly.
Well, congratulations, our winner of special class number 540, the best novice pony hack under 14 hands. Our winner here this afternoon is catalogue number 1930, Elsie Reiger's nomination from Ebenezer here in New South Wales. Pickwick Park, Mr. Darcy, and Pickwick Park, Mr. Darcy, sired by Royalwood Boy Soprano. Congratulations, catalogue number 1930, Elsie Reiger's nomination, Pickwick Park, Mr. Darcy taking out special class number 540, the best novice pony hack under 14 hands. And our judge, Mrs. Jane Gardner, down there making the presentation along with our Chief Steward Councillor, Mr. Chris Carter, our stewards, Kay Brennan, Mr. Ken Cameron, who was a moment ago in our broadcast box.
The first time he's ever been up here.
In all those years.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do the maths. 1957, so 3 would take us to 60 and 40. Then it's like 60 years.
60 plus years, yeah, that's right.
From the New England. Sorry, distracted there.
And we've got Miss Jane Dowse as well as Miss Victoria Lee down there, stewarding in ring number 3 here this afternoon. But congratulations, Elsie Reiger, Pickwick Park, Mr. Darcy taking out the best novice pony hack under 14 hands, and she will be led around the ring here this afternoon by our wonderful green coats. A special moment in front of the Sinclair stand as the crowd builds, Mr. Dreverman.
It certainly does, Mr. Smith. I normally
You're very formal, aren't you?
Well, you started this. You went with Mr. But I know why you've gone with Mr. because it's great to welcome Imogen Clark to the broadcast box, one of our very successful winners of a very special prize this year. Wasn't it, Imogen?
It was. Thank you for having me up here again this afternoon.
Well, thanks for calling by. We love having people join us up here. Makes us feel younger.
It's the best view in the whole showground.
Oh, so you don't come to see Jake and myself. You just come and Sophie. You just come to look at the view.
Well, it's nice to see you guys, but it really is such a spectacular view.
Well, they'll make their way out onto the track. As they come around Sydney, please put your hands together for the winner and place getter, the winner of the Best Novice for 2022. Well done, Elsie Reiger from Ebenezer, out there on the Hawkesbury River here in New South Wales with Pickwick Park, Mr. Darcy. So Imogen, press stop on that one. Actually, we don't need music in the background. Tell everyone, what were you the runner-up in this year?
I was the runner-up in the Land Sydney Royal Ag Shows New South Wales Young Woman Competition.
What a great award. And where are you from?
I'm from Nowra on the south coast.
What do you do down at Nowra? I know you and I have talked a lot, but there's lots of people who haven't. It's not that I don't remember.
I am a medical science student. I also work part-time for one of the local ophthalmologists.
Ophthalmologist. Now, this is people who look after eyes. There's a point. She's like, yes, Tim.